At 7 o'clock, start the planning meeting. Okay. Call the Planning Commission meeting to order at 7 p.m. on October 8th. First, I'll do roll call. We have two commissioners who are absent, so we have one alternate. Tim Leduca will be sitting. I'll just go from right to left.
Cindy Collins.
Tim Leduca.
Rich Gordon.
Tom Fitting.
Nick Menapace.
Thank you. Now time for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next up on the agenda, are there any additions to the agenda? Nope. Next up is public delegations. Public delegations is the time when members of the public are invited to speak to the commission about certain matters, issues or concerns related to approved subdivisions and in-house proposals, or general topics of discussion are open to comment. Agenda items, referrals, applications, subject to a decision by the commission, a public hearing, or in litigation may not be discussed. The members of the commission will not directly answer questions or make comment during delegations. See any wishing to speak? Next on the agenda are the reports. Communications, there was an article, Connecticut APA article, Creative Thinking on Affordable Housing for Lebanon case study. That was on the Planning Commission documents. Anyone want to speak on that? Gary, did you want to speak on that? Or no?
No, that's just for your edification. Tim Hollister is put this series together. This is some recommendations for the General Assembly to consider to address the issue of affordable housing. Tim Hollister has been the kind of go-to attorney in the state on this in terms of understanding of the statutes. He does represent clients or has represented individuals in this town as in others. Good read. It was in the Connecticut Mirror, so you may have seen it there.
Thank you. Any comments on the?
I wasn't sure if any of this new business. The only question I really had, because it didn't really talk about it in the article, was something that had come up a couple weeks ago for us about the woman who came here and spoke about bike access, and I didn't know because we had recommended that if we had any kind of an update on that. I know that's not strictly for this. I just suppose that's just what I thought of after reading this. It's like, oh, yeah, we had talked about bike access as well. Have we had any update on that?
I don't have an update.
Okay.
Okay. Next up, zoning representative. Did anybody attend the zoning meeting since last?
Yeah, I went to both last month. It was another short zoning meeting. It was only one thing on the agenda. It was an application for a repair to a seawall, which was proven consistent with CAM regulations. So that was approved. They're working on a text amendment for the CA zone. It needs more work, so they didn't really have anything to say on that. There was some discussion of new business application for another CAM review for demolition of existing home. I think that was down in Black Point. That was pretty much it. They noted in that North Bridebrook development, they finally put a stop sign at the end of that development, so people know to stop now before they turn on the Bridebrook.
That's good.
So that was pretty much it.
Okay, thank you for attending. Next up, the ex officio, Don McKenzie from the Board of Selectmen. Do you have any updates?
Nothing serious from our last meeting. We straightened out the Fair Rent Commission. We got that started. We had a person rescind, step away. That was a landlord, and that's one of the requirements. You have to have a landlord on. And so we did have an alternate that wasn't sworn in yet. So we approached him, and he agreed to go full time. Now we have an alternate, Steve Carpenter.
Right.
And so now we have a commission, and we're now trying to get the forms and stuff in place to help out those who have a legitimate legitimate complaint, or feel they have a legitimate complaint, they go in front of the board. I've offered to be ex officio. I don't know if that's going to be accepted or not, but I've been with this since day one. And it's going to be a good thing, I think. And it's not just for Windward Village. I think it's Lyme. But however, that's going to probably be the first case that comes up.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that'll be
sorry.
good.
I just to say, funny enough, I had a person approach me today who does not live in Windward who asked, "Can I bring a complaint to the Fair Rent Commission because my landlord is increasing?" He didn't get into specifics. Is increasing it, and I told him to absolutely bring that up with you guys, the Board of Selectmen, because I know they just haven't been sworn in yet.
I even went to, I want to go sit in on a couple other towns meetings, and I found out that they're actually YouTube. You actually can video watch them to see how they're handled, how the process is.
Right.
So it's going to work. It's
Mhm.
going to help.
That's,
So I don't know what the I think my only concern, and I shouldn't talk too much out of school here, is an appeal process. If somebody's still not happy, can they appeal? And, I don't know that yet, because I don't want to be the arbitrator. I just want the commission to be people to bring people together, to try to put together a deal that makes sense to everybody. But I don't want lawsuits or lawyers involved for costs.
right.
I don't want that. I don't know what the board feels, or the panel is going to be, but everybody seems to be happy with the panel now, and we'll proceed from here. Keep in mind, the good news is, which upset us a little bit, is that when people vented their displeasure with the board that was chosen and selected, didn't have to have a board. It's 25,000, population of 25,000, and we have 18,000, I think is the number right around there. But we saw the need. It's just like something we had to do. And wonderful, we got to work with, and he's proceeding. We pushed through it. Everybody on board. Everybody is on board with
Yeah.
the town, so it's a good thing.
Right.
And it's something that we have now.
I know it was an easy process. I know they're having problems. They needed, required to have, one landlord on the committee, and that was an issue.
It had to do with landlord. It had to do with having Democrat, Republican,
Right.
Tenant. So and only I think total 12 people applied.
Right.
Thank you, Don, for championing that.
Yeah.
I know you're a busy man. That's a tough.
I appreciate
Well,
it.
you're heavily involved,
Yeah,
which
that's-
is appreciated.
It's a good board I'm working with.
Yeah,
So,
good.
thanks.
Right. That's great that it's going forward at this point. Thank you. Anything else to update, or?
Nothing big other than the old news that we're trying to get resolved. It's really all. I really can't share too much about what's going on down there because I don't know too much. It's the police commission is handling
Right.
it. It should be resolved very soon.
Okay. Any questions or? No? Very good. Next up on the agenda is, updates from the planning director, Gary Gaishel, and a few items.
Farm Meadow Road, McCabe Walnut Hill Chase subdivision is back underway. I received contacted Bob Landino earlier this year. He did promise us that he was going to get started, get the tank buried, and the road completed. And so that's happening tomorrow. Tank will be buried, and he's going to hopefully, I think, pave it before the end of the
Yeah.
Excited to hear that from him. Considering the condition that the road is starting to, binder course is starting to break up, so you can repair what needs to be repaired relatively easily at low cost and complete the road. So that should be going forward to this commission soon for road acceptance when it's completed. Hopefully we'll stay the course and get completed by the end of hopefully October. Usually the plant's closed around October 31st, so. Subdivision regulations, the waivers, in lieu of sidewalks, open space, improvements, section 9, the financial guarantees. I put that on there as it pertains to bonding. Whenever we approve subdivision, and there's a town road involved, or it's going to be a road that the town accepts, we typically require a bond for all the public improvements. That being said, on a number of these smaller subdivisions that we've seen, where there are no public improvements, and the only improvement is, say, a rain garden, we need to be mindful that we bond for the monuments and the iron pins. And I'm finding that that's not happening, and then we have the the bond to go call to actually go do it ourselves. And by the time I get a hold of the developer, the lot's sold. So trying to tell the new homeowner he's got to put pins in, he's like, well, it's my responsibility, I have nothing, I bought the lot. So I think if we see any future subdivisions, it's just something we have to be mindful that we do as kind of a matter of course and just practice, that we bond at least at a minimum erosion and sedimentation controls and those monuments and things. If there's no other public improvement. That's the CCOG lot set east pad against the sidewalk. I don't know, you gave a presentation to the Board of Selectmen back in August, and met with, it's not up here, but I can share that with all of you. Essentially, we sent an mailer out to all of the abutting neighbors. There are a number of concerns, which makes sense, but nothing that seemed insurmountable. And I think we're all on board with working with the town for where we can grading lights along the road. But hopefully, sometime late spring, early summer, we'll put a shovel on the ground and that'll get going. That's kind of where we're at. That we're our final sidewalk is where Peter and Alex are running away. And finally, the Broadbrook Estuary, which I do have here. This is a project that the Nature Conservancy, we're just a stakeholder in this project, but the Nature Conservancy apparently was awarded roughly $4 million for a transformation project over at Bonnie Neck. They're really looking at climate change and sustainable fishery. So some of the things that they'll be doing is some work actually on the ground in the marsh, also community outreach, and benefit to underserved communities, I guess, as a result of all this. I can share all of these slides with you. It's all general information about the project. It's a 3-year, I think, project, and they're currently out to bid for a project manager. All the neck. There's the tidal marsh, railroad tracks to the south. You can see on this channel, 1934 to 2003, how much it's silted in. So some of this work is going to attempt to restore that channel. The big effort is because it's one of the largest alewife runs on the East Coast. Hopefully that'll increase the run to Bride Lake. We'll see what happens there. And Deep has already done work on this structure here and this entrance, so not much will change, but we'll be doing work up here. And again, more changes over time. 1934 to 2018. You can certainly see there's pockets of water over here no longer exist in 2018. So, picture of the marsh, just kind of the overall layout. And you can see an aerial here. There's the sediment in this channel, as well as the delta at the outlet. Looks like they're going to try to do some work here around this boardwalk. Show this slide. Here's the run totals. 2013 was a good year, nearly 350,000. But since kind of tapered off. I'm not sure why. Maybe it does have something to do with this over here, this the channel.
Are they going to dredge that?
I think that's the plan, is to dredge the channel as well as other areas of the water.
Does this fall under the purview for like inland waterways?
It wouldn't fall under inland wetlands.
Or excuse me.
It's all tidally influenced.
Okay.
So it really falls under zoning, the coastal area management plan, and their coastal area management permit. Again, DEP's involved, so they're going to have complete oversight,
Yeah.
and probably will not have anything to do with our zoning commission.
Okay, I just wasn't sure because it does connect to the, what is it, for Bridebrook, so like.
Yeah, so I think their work is gonna stop, if I go back just shy of the tracks.
Okay.
Tracks.
I could take your word for it if you want, Billy.
Shy of the road here maybe, possibly further up. Here's a good example.
Yeah.
That title
Title one.
influence goes way out, almost to 156.
Wow.
Here's the entrance to the park, where my cursor is. So this portion of the stream along Giant's Neck Road would be inland wetlands.
Okay.
And think about the pump station for mass transmission. So I'll be happy to send those to you, and well, they're online if you want to check them out. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? No. Thank you. Next on the agenda, subcommittees don't have any current. I don't have any chairman's report. I don't have any updates. Next up are the approval of the minutes. We had a special meeting on September, a very short meeting on September 10th. Was there any discussion regarding the minutes?
Nope.
No. I need a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll
So-
make a motion to approve.
Second.
Second. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? No. Any abstentions? Thank you. It's passed 5-0. Public hearings, we have none. Next up on the agenda is a re-subdivision application of Niantic Management for a one-lot re-subdivision of approximately 7.08 acres of land zoned CA, commercial and waiver request from Section 423 of the East Lyme subdivision regulations on property located at 269 Flanders Road. Gary, did you want to have any updates?
I'll just note that it is a re-subdivision, so
Right.
there's no sense if the applicant's not here tonight, knowing that the public hearing's coming.
Right.
There's really not much to report other than plan to go forward with the public
Mhm.
hearing.
They give you any indication what they're planning on putting in that subdivision?
As far as the use, it'll be a commercial use. As far as the tenants, I think they did want, I think there was some desire for possible drive-through potential. Again, depending on the use and what the drive-through is, it depends on can they get the queuing, traffic, it is at that major intersection. So how that all plays out will be interesting, but at minimum, they're just subdividing a lot before us. So sewer in that area.
They want to put it
Available.
in a
That.
So there's one more lot.
It's just a weird
Yes,
location.
it's an additional.
There's no one lot, right?
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a quick question on that one. So, this is currently a motel. I mean, yeah, so they're, I guess too, they're intending, I don't know, it's better to ask them when they're in here, but they're intending to continue ownership of this? Are they planning on like bulldozing this place, or are they planning on,
No, the
I guess
hotel will remain a hotel.
okay,
And this would be just a new lot. And if
okay,
a commercial tenant could acquire and build something.
okay. I'm sorry, I guess I was of the opinion that they were going to be with this, okay.
It appears they're gonna remove
Yeah.
the existing driveway and build there.
Yeah, I did see that part, I
Yeah.
just
Move
wasn't
it.
sure
Yeah.
if I understood this correctly, so it looks like they're planning on,
I would just
Like,
note that in
yeah.
the meeting and then have that discussion during the
Okay.
public hearing. We shouldn't have any further discussion.
Correct.
Mhm. Okay, so I guess we can make a motion to direct the staff to hold a public hearing on November 12th. Was there any other further discussion or questions? So I entertain a motion to direct the staff to schedule the public hearing for the November 12th meeting. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to
Sorry.
direct the staff to schedule the November 12th public hearing.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second?
Thank you. Any other discussion? Okay, all in favor of directing the staff to schedule the public hearing on November 12th?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Okay, thank you. Zoning referrals, we have none. Municipal referrals, none. Old business, I don't think we have anything.
Subdivision regs, they're currently being reviewed by Attorney Zamarka.
Right.
He is out on leave for a couple of weeks, so she said he would review them while he is out. And so I suspect he'll be back in about a week or so, and I'll contact him and see where he's at.
Okay.
And hopefully we can start moving forward.
Did we get our
Update.
update on the East Patagonia sidewalk project? It's just, I just didn't hear it.
Yeah, we were expecting that probably put someone on the ground sometime probably summer. Probably
Okay.
realistic.
So not the fall that we were originally hoping for.
No, we're still finalizing design work there.
Okay.
Working with the residents on grading, securing easements to do that work. But we started having to do our reporting to COG quarterly, whether we do anything or not, so
Right.
that's, getting underway.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. New business, we have none. So I think we come to the end of the agenda. I can entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Thank you, Tim.
I second it.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you.